I'm Prophet Muscle. Only man in the world can do handstand push-ups with his fist.
Roger, tell these motherfuckers subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, they got you. Yo, Gillie, man, you try to play me, man. Come
No,
on, man. Yo, Gillie,
that
8
crap.
o'clock. 8 o'clock.
I thought you said 9 o'clock.
Man, I've been waiting for you for an hour. You got me looking crazy in front of the whole world.
Damn, I'm sorry, brother. I thought you said 9 o'clock, bro.
Man, you know you was about to be the first guest, never showed up.
Damn, I'm sorry. You know, I would never do that to the crack, man. What's up, brother?
Yo, Gillie from Philly. How you
Absolutely.
doing, my brother? Yo, let me tell you something. First of all, I'm proud of you, your longevity, how you've been able to finesse some situations. But we got a lot of brothers who's smart like us, who's real like us, but they ain't been able to make it through the storm. So
Right.
when I see you, what possessed you to start, like, I guess it was called like giving out game, right? That's how you started this shit?
Yeah. Hey, you want to know what's funny? Nigga from New York. Motherfucking Fendi. Fendi hit me, right? I had put an album out,
Big
right?
Fendi.
Big Fendi. I had put an album out. Fendi called me, said, yo, man, this fucking album is crazy, man. He said, but the only thing, Gillie, is you ain't being yourself. So I said, what the fuck you mean? He told me, you ain't talking no shit. You the greatest shit talker on planet Earth, nigga. Right? He just kept saying it, kept saying it, kept saying it. So then when he hung up, I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna start giving the youth some game. You feel what I'm saying? And then right from there, like the very next day, I remember I just said, man, let me give y'all some game, man. You know, and I just started going into my bag, and then the shit just took off. So shout out to Fendi, man.
Yo, Fendi been there for a lot of people. You know, Fendi grew up in Iron Mike Tyson's building in
Mm-mm.
Brooklyn. Like Mike Tyson knew him like a son.
Yeah,
Like, so when I interviewed Iron Mike, he was like, yeah, I know you have Fendi up here. I know him as Little Tony from the
yeah,
building. I'm like, holy shit. Like,
yeah,
this nigga really grew up in Mike Tyson building
yeah,
and all that shit. Like, Fendi, he discovered Nicki Minaj, a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a good dude, man. And me and you, we go back so back. I was in one of your videos back in
yeah.
the day.
Hey, we go back so far that one time, I remember, you might not remember, one time a show I was opening up for you and shit at a club called the Felton down in the Puerto Rican section of
I know the Felton. It's right around
yeah,
the corner from my family crib. I know
right,
everybody know the Felton.
yeah. Hey, and I'm performing right before you, and some shit went down, and we ended up jumping off the stage, and we was fighting niggas in the crowd, and you really dropped some game on me. You know, after that shit was over, you was like, Gillie, man, you really can't do that. Like, if you want to, you know, have longevity, and you want to be around for a long time as an artist, you can't do that type of shit, Gillie. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, accept what come with the game, and you really dropped some gems on me, bro. I will never
You know
forget that.
why I used to go when I you know I'm like you. I'm fresh off the street. So when I got Flojo, it's number one, and we going to the shows, and I'm bringing the hood with me, and they beating up the fans, like
Yeah,
they jumping off the stage, trying, you know, a fan grabbed my leg, like trying to show love. They
right.
stomping them up. I'm like, yo, bro, these are my fans. Like,
Right.
you cannot come. I start pointing niggas out. You can't come. Don't come no more. Don't come no more. Because it's like, yo, they beating up the fans. You
Right.
can't beat up the fans, Gillie.
But you know, you really put me up on some G that day, man. Like
Nah,
on
that's
some
real talk. That's real talk.
real fucking talk,
And
man.
now you got that shit. You got it clicking, B. You got it clicking all over, man. You got the podcast now. Tell me about
And
that situation.
man, well, you know, the podcast really just came from me giving out the game on my Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? And people always saying for years, yo, you need a podcast, you need a podcast, you need a podcast. I ain't really know what this shit was, crack. You feel what I'm saying? And then I watched a couple niggas podcasts. I even did Tax Tone. I did Nori podcast. Um, but I didn't understand how you made money from the shit. You feel me? Like niggas is just pulling out microphones talking about whatever the fuck they want to talk about. Like how the fuck do you make the money out of this?
Freezing up, Gillie. Yo, you freezing up. But yo, that kid, Textone, man. You know, I did this podcast and everybody was like, yo, you know, the kid is kind of bugged out. I mean, he was a gentleman to me. He was nice as hell. I guess he felt like real, recognized real. He was beyond a gentleman with me. Like
same way with me. Same way with me.
So I didn't understand, you know. Sometimes, you know, I got luck, right? My whole life, the craziest niggas love Fat Joe. I mean, the animals, the guys on America's Most Wanted, the most feared. Oh, Joe, how you doing, my brother? This. They had a guy. I'm gonna tell you his name. I haven't seen him in years. Maybe I should. I'm gonna tell you his name. His name was Crybaby. Right?
Yeah.
So he used to rob all the rappers. You know, he was a heavy pressure dude from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to bug me out because I'm standing there. I got a $250,000 chain on. I'm smacking him in the cheek. Cry, baby. This, you know, put up the ass, playing with him. And he'd be like, hold up, crack. I have to do something. I'll be right back. He'll go across the street, rob a guy with the smallest chain in the world, and come back and talk to me for like 30 minutes. Like, yeah, you're crazy, yo. You crazy. I'm like, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, guys that was bananas bonkers, they just love me. I don't know why. Thank God. I'm so blessed.
You a heavy presence out in Philly too, man.
Oh, you know, Philly my second home for real, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Philly, when I lived in New York, any sunny day, we just hit it down to Philly. I get to Philly in like an hour 15, hour 25, Germantown. Shout out to Eat Philly. Casa de Oro, the restaurant, Colombian joint over there. Like, Philly, my home. You know what I mean? You know why? Because Philly feel to me like New York back in the day.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It feel like that raw, everybody on the corner, everybody spitting. Niggas' moms is coming out spitting bars. Everybody spits.
Everybody.
School teachers come out and spit.
Everybody.
You know, Philly is different.
Back in the day, they used to be like, it used to get through the hood. Joe Crack was down in the hood and shit. Yeah, he was out there kicking it and shit. Niggas like, damn, that nigga kicking it in North Philly. What the fuck on?
Every Philly. I love Philly. You know what I'm saying? To this day, I love Philly. You know what I'm saying? So I go out there and just different than, you know, I don't know how to explain it to you, man. Because New York started getting gentrified, all type of shit. And I was just like, yo, I'm going to Philly, man, where that shit looked like the real New York. And great time, man. Great time. Every time when I'm in Philly, you know, my first show was not in Philly. It was in Camden, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So Kobe Cole booked me for the show, and he took me to Camden, and then he got me a hotel room. The shit was so fly. I never seen no hotel room like that. I tried to stay there for like 2-3 days. Kobe Cole come back and be like, yo, Joe, you don't live in this hotel, bro.
Right.
You gotta go, B.
Yeah. Shout out to Kobe, man. You're a good dude, man.
Kobe Cole, you know, Cosmic Kev. Every now and then, you know, Cosmic Kev, he bullies me. You know what I mean? Every now and then he call me. Cosmic Kev need favors. You know what I'm saying? So
that nigga get his share of them, don't he?
No, oh my God. He called me out of nowhere. Different numbers, yo, Crack, I need you. I can't tell him no. I can't tell Cosmic Kev no. For 20 years, he been abusing, he's Fat Joe's man. 20 years he been abusing that shit, Cosmic Kev.
And he'll let you know what he did for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
He'll tell you your first album, who was the first DJ playing it in the area. He'll go all that on you and shit.
He's right, though. He supported me for many, 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 many years. And, you know, so that's why whenever he called, I pick up that phone. I got him, I got Buck. Buck don't ask for favors, but Buck in Connecticut. It's certain people can hit my phone no matter where in the world. I'm not promoting the record, nothing. And they're like, yo, Joe, I need you to come through.
Right.
And they got it. You know what I'm saying? Because they supported me throughout my whole career. So now, right now, with the George Floyd situation, the police situation, what's your take on all this that's going on, man?
Man, I just think it's a really sad situation. You know what I'm saying? The whole George Floyd situation, and more than anything, you know, I know people rioting, people protesting, you know, but it's not enough people talking about, you know, what's going to be next for his daughter. You feel what I'm saying? And up like maybe yesterday, I just seen that Kanye gave his daughter some money or something to that aspect. So, you know, that was really my thoughts.
Now his family done collected about 14 M's.
Oh, okay. So that's beautiful.
No. They about to be Billies.
Yeah.
They keep going. They're gonna be the richest family in Houston.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, they won't stop. Like I know some white people want to donate. They like, yo, we about to get a bag to George Floyd's daughter.
Right.
When the smoke clear,
right.
they straight. Like,
right.
When the smoke clear,
absolutely.
they gonna be all right. The Floyd family. You know what I'm saying? Be clear. You know, and
that's what's most important. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's what's most important. And the fact that, you know, I know George Floyd. I don't know him, but I know him. So like when you see him, you know him, right?
Right.
And he's a big guy, and he may look intimidating, but I know he's a teddy bear. I know he's a nice guy.
Right.
You know, and then I asked Stevie Jackson, who's tight with him and Trey the Truth, and they like, yo, he was a gentle giant. You know what I mean? He's a beautiful guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so the people that know him, that's why they going so hard for him. But you know, God bless George Floyd. He had to die so that the world could change.
Right. And
that's crazy.
Things for certain, you know, you never want to see somebody go, but you know, if they gotta go, you would like for them to go with a legacy, and his legacy will live on forever.
That boy a martyr. That boy a martyr. That
Absolutely.
boy going down the S, he changed the world. His daughter wasn't lying. Like, so when you see, you know, it's racism everywhere. It's racism amongst people, their own people.
Absolutely.
You understand? Like, I don't want to call them out, but I've been I've been to Africa.
Right.
Africa. Where they hired me to do a show, and inside the show, it's all light-skinned people.
Right.
And outside the gates is the dark-skinned people.
Right.
And I'm performing for like the president of that country.
Right.
So you see it, like, we're not crazy, bro. Like, you see it right there. And I'm like, yo, why y'all not letting the people in? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they can hear you. You know, it's racism everywhere. Spanish people, if you look at Spanish TV, you'll never see a dark-skinned woman.
Right.
Or a dark-skinned dude. They only use the Spanish niggas with blue eyes.
It's even a little bit going on in the airlines, because when I flew Emirates to go to Dubai, I said, what the fuck is this? Like, this is 12 models. These are not fucking flight attendants. Like, it's no way the only people that's applying for this job is people that look like this. Like, it's no way. You feel what I'm saying?
It's everywhere, man.
Real talk. It's everywhere.
So, you know, George Floyd, he had to bring it to the light. So when you see Australia marching, you see UK tearing down. But the truth is, let me tell you something. Everybody got their heritage, right? It ain't supposed to be statues of slave masters up still. Like you're not supposed to be going to the college where the dude who had the biggest plantation has a statue of him in iron in front of it. Like, some shit is no-brainers.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So like with Hitler, Germany, they got rid of anything relating to Hitler. Like, yo, bad time. Let's get out of this. So, so you know, it's too personal when you see somebody waving a Confederate flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually in the South too. Like, so if I'm going through like Tampa, all of Florida, all that, I be seeing 18-wheelers, the whole shit painted like a Confederate flag. They won't drive that shit through Harlem or through Philly. They won't drive that joint through there. But down there, they'll drive the shit. But my thing is, what we trying to say is, well, you say that's your heritage. So what's your heritage? You proud of slavery? You proud of being an oppressor? So, and I think the United States need to really do a cleansing, a soul search, if they really believe that Black Lives Matter, and take down all this memorabilia, all this shit of those times, so we can heal and move on. Right.
But to me, Black Lives Matter. Black lives gotta matter to Black people as well. You know what I'm saying? It just can't be when some illegal shit go down, a cop kill a Black man. Oh, Black Lives Matter. No. Because 11 motherfuckers got shot in Philly yesterday, and 4 motherfuckers was murdered.
Yes. Black Lives Matter all the time. And I always say, you know, I love Barack Obama, but I ain't know how he couldn't stop that shit in Chicago. Same thing with Trump. Trump talking about he law and order, he this and that, but they letting them kill themselves in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. That's happening everywhere, right? But, you know, and there's got to be a way to stop all this shit, this black on black violence. This been one of the #1 killers forever.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So we enraged at the white cop killing the black guy, but we really have to really do some soul searching and stop these kids from killing each other, man. And it means, like you, I see you talking sometimes, I talk sometimes, and I know they respect us on in a different angle, a different lane. You know, some people, you know, I was telling my daughter, I was trying to show my daughter we are the world, right? And my daughter was like, oh, if we had one now, then John Legend and Alicia Keys would be on this one. And, you know, those are like, you know, John Legend, you know, he coming with the piano. Oh, like, I don't know if you really bumping John Legend in North Philly like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so you know, they like good music everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. But what I'm saying to you is, like, when we talk to them, they listen. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they know, yo, Gillie from the streets, he wasn't perfect. He came up from the welfare. He came up fucked up. Fat Joe, they know exactly where I'm from. Right. Like, you go to New York and pin the donkey, like, put the star on the projects and come up in there, that shit, 20 floors, looking rusty as fuck, and be like, from here? They'd be like, nah, from here. Right. In fact, he's still from around here. Like, you know, so they respect that a different way. You know what I'm saying? So we got to find a way to just get out there and keep doing shit like this to spread the word, you know. And the COVID-19, like, I've been home for like almost 4 months.
Yeah, me too. And what I'm trying to figure the fuck out is, how's all these protesters out here protesting? If that shit don't spike by the fucking 2,000%, I'm going the fuck outside.
Same here. Same here. I mean, the gig is up. Like, I mean, it's 1 million people in the middle of the street. If that shit don't be like world record COVID-19, then I'm feeling like we get jerked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the niggas I think they're proving that if you just wear the mask and stay clean, maybe you could be outside interacting with people. Obviously, we're seeing the shit on TV. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I've been home for 4 months. Like, nigga, Nori is calling me going, nah, 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 nah. Him and his boy Joey, come outside. Joe.
Shout out to Nori, man, too, because Nori is one of the people that paved the way for me in this podcast game and really showed me, you could really make some money out of this shit. So shout out to Nori, man. I appreciate that guy right there, man.
Yo, but ain't it beautiful, man, right? Because we always trying to get it away and we never know. So my slogan, Fat Joe's slogan, he got two. But my slogan is, you got to be in the game. You never know. So my approach for that is say Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, one of the greatest producers of all time. Suge Knight came and said, yo, let me have that. Give me the company. $300 million. That's what Death Row was worth. Said, nah, I'm going to hold that. Dr. Dre said, all right, I don't know too many of us that would have walked away from that paper. He said, nah, you can have that. He went and signed 50 Cent, Eminem, 50 Cent. He might have came up 50 M's, 100 M's. That's like, thank God. That shit me and you ain't never see, 100 M's, right? But you think he stopped there? No. He kept fucking around till he found the Dre beats and became a fucking billionaire.
But
so
you got
thing is,
getting crack is he left the prior shit before Death Row without no money.
Yeah.
That means, you know what? Keep that shit. I'm cool. I will go over here.
Let me tell you something. This guy, man, he know how to make money regardless. He know one thing. Wherever he go, he gonna get to the bag for real. But that's my point, right? My point is like, look at you. You started throwing little game to the people. Now you got the podcast. You making money. We always thought it would be off rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now the podcast gonna lead to other shit, TV shows, this and this, that. It's all gonna lead to something. You know what I'm saying? As far as Nori, same thing. I mean, living legend, platinum so many times, but then he started the podcast and shit ring the fuck off.
Right.
And now he don't want to rap.
Right. But because at the end of the day, sometimes guys show you that, okay, I put you on a different train now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want you to be out there and be a 40-plus-year-old rapper that feel like you gotta rap. You feel what I'm saying? Nori don't feel like he gotta rap. So if Nori decided to put out an album, it's because I just want to. This is what I love to do. Vice versa with me. I don't feel like I gotta rap. But if I do it, it's just because this is what we love to do. You feel me? One thing I understand that when you put that hustle in, God gonna test you, then he gonna bless you. You feel what I'm saying? And one thing I know is how to hustle. And I ain't talking about as far as selling drugs, because drugs sell themselves. You feel what I'm saying? A hustler is a nigga that could sell you something that you wasn't looking to buy. You feel what I'm saying? One thing I know.
Gillie, man, this Corona shit came on up through the fucking camera on. I said, I'm going to learn this Instagram. Because I didn't know no social media like that. I've been throwing up little pictures here and there. I'm 4 years late to Instagram.
Right.
My shit would have been 20 million or some shit like that. I missed the great American Instagram rush when everybody was telling niggas, yo, follow him. Yo, follow my man. And everybody was just waking up with 2 million followers and shit. I missed that. I had to work for every follower on this shit.
Right.
So I'm stuck in the house. This shit never happened in 100 years. You can't come out the house. I said, oh no, fuck that. Like, I'm not sitting home on my ass. I'm gonna turn on the motherfucking live and get the show popping. Right. And we gonna keep it going. You know what I mean? And shout out to our sponsors. We got Ciroc, we got Duce Fridays, we got Fan Mio, we got GameStar app. The list keep growing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we talking about, making something out of nothing. Hustling.
Right. It all is like what motherfuckers gotta understand is motherfuckers gotta stop being time wasters, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers sit around and watch life pass by like a PT Cruiser on the expressway, man. Time ain't waiting for nobody. You getting older every day, so you got to get at it. You know what I'm saying? It was days I ain't feel like giving out $1 million worth of game, but I still got up and did that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
And it pays off. I seen the last one you got where homeboy said his wife was sexing a rapper or some shit. Football player.
He said Meek was spiking his bitch. Hey, man, listen, man. You know, niggas, women get fucked every day, man. That's a part of game, Joe. You know.
This dude's hilarious. Is he a regular on the show or something? So I keep seeing the clips everywhere. He's like, yo, my wife, you know,
No.
they ran through her, you know,
What?
and then you got the girl over there. She talking about, yo, broke, boop is the best food, you know, if it ain't broke, they ain't coming in like fighting for their life. Like,
Yeah.
yo, Gillie, that shit crazy.
Yeah. Hey, you know, we touch on a lot of topics, man. But the you know, the main focus of $1 million worth of game is to educate the youth and give them the game. That's guidance, attention, motivation, and education. You feel me?
Because they didn't give it to us.
Right.
You see, so Fat Joe, I am who I am.
Right.
Right? And people don't understand why. I'm an open book. I tell you everything. When I fucked up, I tell you when I win. I tell you everything. You know why? Because nobody was giving me game when I was coming up. If somebody would have stopped me when I'm running with, about to blow up, punt and everything, and told me, yo, don't be doing this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to stop you from getting to the bag.
Right.
You know, I'm showing up to meetings with 100 dudes.
Right.
Straight thugs. Everybody did 15, 20 years, scars on their face, and standing there looking at the, like, yo, bro, I'm the first guy they want out of there. They'd rather deal with Lupe Fiasco, bro. This guy's an animal. What happens when he doesn't win? He's coming in here with all them crazy guys. Like, so if I had somebody spit the game, so that's why I try to spit the game to everybody. Soak it up. Because I'm trying to let you learn from my mistakes.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's why I never I never used drugs, because I had close friends of mine that got caught up in smoking crack and this and this and that and using drugs. And I didn't have to use the shit to know it's gonna fuck me up. So I watch, you know, family members and all that and be like, oh no, that ain't for me. Like, I'm not doing that. Same thing with cigarettes. My mom, she caught cancer smoke. My mom's is on the check-in right now, by the way. She caught cancer smoking cigarettes. Yeah, Mom Dukes is on the check-in. They cut her from ear to ear. My thing is, why would I want to smoke a cigarette? Like, I already see what it did to my mom's. That's just me personally. So when you give out game, and I'm always giving out too much free game. I'm on the show every day giving out free game.
Me personally, I never use drugs either. I just smoke weed.
There you go. And I already told my first time I smoked weed.
What you said?
I smoked weed one time. I ran out the crib butt naked at 3 in the morning. And the girl jumped in the car and was like, yo, Joe. And I was like, I'm going to die. I'm going to catch a heart attack. I got to go to the hospital. She gassed me to get in the car, came around the block. I took like 7 showers. I could never do this shit again. Gillie, you can't. But Fat Joe running through the South Beach naked niggas and be like, oh my God. That boy had the K2. He had, the bath salt.
I don't know why for some people, though, weed make them paranoid. Like,
bro, paranoid's an understatement. I thought I was catching a heart attack. I went and took 7 showers. Every night I see them in the studio, they smoking mountains of weed. I said, damn, man. Like, I wish I could enjoy that. Like, I can't enjoy that. And the crazy shit is I don't smoke weed. I leave the studio every night smelling like a mountain of weed. And I'm like, yo, the police gonna pull me over. There's no way I'm gonna be able to convince them I'm not smoking weed. Cause I smell like a weed ball. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's part of studio life, man.
That shit there like chocolate candies, B. The weed in the studio. Actually, you ain't in the cool studio if you ain't got a mountain of weed.
Absolutely.
You go to Scott Storch's house?
Matter of fact, that
got weed everywhere.
That's not even a studio. That's just somewhere you can record at. Real shit.
Yo, Gillie, man, thank you, man, for coming on the show. You know I love you, my brother.
Oh, you too.
Continue success. You know we always got that. Thanks for coming. You was about to be the first false advertisement.
No, man.
Big show. This is a big show. I almost gave up.
You know what's crazy? Because I'm a person of you know, I'm about being on time and being punctual and shit. I could have swore you said 9 o'clock and shit, but you said 8, so I apologize, brother.
My brother, nothing but love, man. Stay up, man. Gillie from Philly. Gillie the Kid. Gillie the King.
I'm the son of Roger Mayweather.
Prophet, muscle.
Subscribe for more, bro.